Good evening, everybody. This is Pitejo from Veil of the Ages, and tonight we play the second installment of the Nenkeresh campaign, the Sons of Nenkeresh. After a first match between the Goblins and the Undying Dynasties, this time another horde of Goblin is going to meet a different enemy on the battlefield. It's going to be the Sylvan Elves led by Chuck. Good evening, Chuck.
Hi, guys.
It's great to have you on board. Chuck is one of the main supporters of Veil of the Ages. We're very happy to have you here, and also playing with your natural army, the one that's closest to your heart. So it's a nice thing. You're gonna have this crazy army that you built yourself. I mean, in terms of choosing the rules, right?
Of course. Very grateful to Veil of the Ages to get his priority rights, because Sylvan Elves, of course, are the most important faction. Age.
I have to start from somewhere, and I very well want to use your advice on that. So we're gonna look at this army in a second. I'm just gonna show very quickly what is my army going to be. It's 770 goblins, just armed with a sword and a shield, and a goblin chief who's naked. So that's it. That's my horde army. You see here all of the beautiful miniatures from RHWorldbuilding. Hello, Rob. Good evening. And this is the only way that you can play with 770 goblins. They have to be 2D miniatures, because otherwise Tabletop Simulator would just die. But you know, I also love the model, so I don't mind that at all.
I didn't talk about that.
Yeah, right. That's
consider that the program might die with 700 miniatures.
Are you spoiled? What kind of graphic card do you have if you don't even think about the problem?
I recently made an upgrade.
So on the other side, you see now Chuck's army. If you want, you can tell us just like 2 things about each of your warriors, just to introduce them very quickly.
Yeah, we have basically one character per. We have one model for each character that we have in the Sylvan Elf army. Mm-hmm. We got the Avatar of Nature, mm-hmm. which is as it is, since there is not many personalization you can do. Mm-hmm. Prefather Ancient, which is a master of Druidism and carry a Talisman of the Void. Mm-hmm. Dryad Ancient, which is adept in divination. The Druid from the arena, basically.
She performed well so far in the arena, so why you don't change a winning team, right?
Yeah, plus Sacred Seed, because as I mentioned, I have 4 models with 3 singing: the Druid, the Dryad, the Prefather, and Avatar of Nature, so I can pull some crazy movement of forest during the match. Mm-hmm. And it will be very useful against the Undying Dynasties. Against the Goblin is nice, but not...
Against Goblins, you don't need anything. You just charge and kill me and just enjoy the slaughter fest. Don't need any special.
Yeah, it's not as good as a tactical advantage. And Ticket Shepherd with Toxic Spores for killing some guys, since the big guys didn't really need any increase in killiness. My favorite Forest Prince, Shapeshifter with Sylvan Blade with Titanic Might, so 6 attack, Strength 7, AP 3, mm-hmm. Agility 9, and the usual other buff, which is Destiny Call's Armor, Ranger Boots, and Glip of Amril for not being stomped by all the nasty monster out there. Not the case for Goblin, but it's still a nice addition to the character. Then we have the Chieftain, my personal, the builder's a personal favorite of mine. Is basically pure aggression. He is a wild hunter on an elven steed. He carries a Sylvan lance with the enchanter gives you +1 strength, +1 AP, which name I don't remember right now.
Touch of
It's
Greatness.
Touch of Greatness, and the Curse of the Black Stag. So basically, this guy in charge has 6 attack with battle focus, strength 7, AP 4, and it just destroy anything it touches. I hope, because he is also destroyed by anything that touches him. So
Yeah, glass cannon for real.
he has to be used carefully.
Yeah, nice.
And that's about it for my army.
I really like the look of this 7 champion. So this is admittedly an army that's not regular by 9th age standards, but you know, we thought that we had already explored the limits of what is legal in the 9th age with this army of goblins. And to the other side, with the smallest army that you can make in the 9th age, which is this 15 model strong UD army. So we thought that we could take the liberty of, you know, making a non-regular army that just comprises all of the characters for the Sylvan Elves. And then we have your spell selection. All right, so you have 3 for shamanism, 3 for divination. Well, 2 plus
Yeah, I've got 3 wizards, 3 channel. So
this is a very
no,
large...
4 channel, because I also have the Talisman of the Void.
Yeah, you got the Talisman of the Void, understood. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Coincidentally, I also have 4 singing, so we know what the veil token will be used for.
All right, that's practical. Good. So at this point, I can say that you know, my army is already deployed, because there's not much advantage that I can get in deploying 1 by 1 with, you know, all characters, and anyway I don't have much leeway because I'm going to occupy with bodies the entire battlefield.
And now I'll drop a unit of Goblin. Your turn.
Times 37, jeez. So that's why I'm going to have first turn by scenario, and the objective of the scenario is going to be for you just to kill me, and you know, the battle will be over when all the goblins will be off the field. We expect the Sylvan Elves to win, but my objective will be to deal as many wounds as possible to your models, and hopefully to kill some of them, because that means that they cannot be used in the next battle, which is the closing battle for this mini campaign, which is going to be between the Undying Dynasties versus the Sylvan Elves. And that final match will take into account all of the wounds that the goblins have inflicted in the 2 previous matches. So, you know, this game is going to be like a silly game, but then the final one in the campaign, it's supposed to be a very interesting and fun one. So that being said, that means that you can just deploy your minis in your battlefield whichever way you see fit.
And also my forest. Which I'll place
Extra forest for the Sylvan Elves.
about here. Yeah, I'll also lock it.
All right. Well,
Okay.
lock it. Yeah, you know, with all the tree singing that you have, we're going to be unlocking them frequently.
Yeah, that's true, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So I have to place my character. I think that I'll just go full on this side, because
All right.
that nice building might shield me from being surrounded by endless horde of goblins. I hope.
Okay. Oh wow, this is going to be a
And-
long move.
And okay, they are gonna be close by, behind the big guys.
Look at that. How cute is that? I love it.
And yeah, Prince can go here.
I can also give you the 3D field for an extra Sylvan look.
Yeah, and the Chieftain, actually I don't have many ideas of where to place him, because is going to get killed, so let's just put him close to the Father Ancient so he can heal him if he does anything stupid.
Right. Good.
And that's about it.
All right, excellent. I was wondering whether I should count the wounds before or after the, the healing properties of the Three Father Ancients, but we'll see that as we play along. Yeah, that's going to work. All right, excellent. So that means that we can deactivate the deployment zone. We have all the elves, 7 elves in a corner, beautifully placed over here. That means that probably we can take the Rollomatic and put it over there. It's not going to be bothering anybody. And then we can stop this video, and we will come back in a subsequent video with the first turn for the Orcs and Goblins. See you in a second. Bye.
Bye.